Hi, thank you. Today, I have my beautiful sister. I call her really true sister, Mary, and she is really beautiful inside and out. Really, you meant a lot to me. And I say that when I do this, you went to Uganda, so we waited. So you are here. I'm so honored. Really, your blessing is beyond anything. You know, anything that is in my personal life, something where I call you, you already know. And you give me that wisdom from really, you are like a God. You know, you walk with God. You do things for God. Really blessed to know you, and I have known you for so long, right?
That's right.
So, Mary, this is we're doing in the Rooted People. That is our blog on Facebook. So we want to connect people to Africa, to our culture, and also connect with the Americans here with the culture too. So tell me a little bit, how long did you come to America? When did you come to America? Here.
Martha, I don't even know how to start it. Like you always know when we start talking, we always have all that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's really a great opportunity to be here today with you. And like what you said, we've been talking about this and
a long time.
Yeah,
yes.
and today is the right day.
Yes.
And I'm really glad that next week is almost Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Which is really, I'm always thankful for you. So I feel like this is really, you know.
It came like at the right time.
It came at the right time,
Yes.
and I'm really glad to be here.
Yes.
You know, it's really a great opportunity.
Yes.
And I'm also glad to be here, like in America. You know, we came here in 2005. That was March 1st. And we came here as refugees, and my sister invited us to come when she became a citizen, you know, because of the war going on in our country.
Yes.
And since we came here, as you know,
Yes, I do.
where we came from, it was really a blessing to be part of this great country, you know.
So when you say as a refugee, what does that mean? Like for people who might not know, refugee means like you came as the family, right, from South Sudan.
That's right.
Right.
Well,
Why you in Uganda?
Because of the war in Sudan,
Yes.
we didn't really get, like for me, most of the time, I was there when I was little,
Right.
but I didn't get a chance to grow there long. So we were in Uganda.
Right.
So when we came to Uganda, that's when we were able, and then our sister, because of the war going on in my country, we didn't know where she went, and she was in Kenya.
Oh.
So that's how she was able to come here,
And
to Nashville.
and
So that's
you.
right, and they brought me and my family, my parents.
You too, we are the same similar, which is like I also from my father from South never grew up in South Sudan.
That's right.
So I grew up in Ethiopia. So
That's
like
right.
I feel like I've grown there. I know me
That's
and
right.
still it's like we never been to the land of
That's right.
South Sudan. But
That's
one
right.
day with God's grace we will go, right?
That's right. That's right.
And what is that you think that what is the value that you bring in, like African value that you think is important also that you have and you bring with you when you came? That why they didn't leave you.
I think the main thing is that to make it like maybe easier before I can forget about anything, I can just say that the parents is playing a big role in, you know, introducing those kind of cultures and the value. It doesn't matter even if we are not in Sudan even right now with what is going on, but I feel like as parents and those who are grown up have a responsibility to teach those young ones that are growing up, because really, like for me, I'm so grateful for the values that they gave us about respecting mostly the elders, you know, respecting the elders, respecting the people around you, and helping each other and being together. Like mainly the main thing that I really miss back home when we are there, even though it was in Uganda, but they carry the values from Sudan and they introduce it to us. Like whereby we come together as church, as family, and we celebrate Christmas together. And it was so you all dress up and all that, you share everything together, the food and everything, and it was really so fun. You know? So when I came here, the first few years, it was kind of hard for me because it was totally different. Because what we do there is like we do different kind of things to prepare for that day, and the children will have fun, and the parents will be like different things that we do together, and sharing of the food. You know, nobody's left hungry, and all that you all eat together. It doesn't matter, you know. You all like, you know, working together.
And then I remember like going for Christmas, going from house to house.
That's what happened.
It was like 1 week. Yes, one day it's done. One day Christmas is over. You pass, but for in Africa it's really long. Like the whole week is a celebration.
Right.
You go to your aunt's house, to your grandma's. That definitely that's a big.
And then there was another system in Uganda that they brought from Sudan, which is like when they get closer to Christmas, without eating together and the other stuff, it's like you go from like house to house, like praising God and then preaching, and all that kind of stuff. Like they do that throughout the night. So it was kind of fun. And then the following day you can come together. Like what you said, there's sometimes that you can come together as family to eat in one place, and then also going from house to house to make sure that your parents already prepared food, so you go from house to house to make sure you share everything that you have for the family and friends and all that.
And then today you're wearing this beautiful dress. So tell me, you just went to Uganda, right?
Yes.
This is the you wear this dress where you can wear it to like
mainly this kind of dress in Uganda, that's one of the culture that I admire about Uganda, and it was really good when I went these 2 weeks. They thought because I was in America, I already forgot, so I went and I bought this dress, and after I bought it, and I was still remembering the culture, so you kneel down when you greeting people. You don't stand. You have to kneel down and you greet them.
So the older people.
That's right.
So
when we did that kind of stuff, and the good thing also that happened, it was like when we are in Uganda, it was really hard, so I was not able to go to school, and me and my other sister, we united and we paid our brother in school, so he was able to finish his university when we were there. And it was not a big, if you have love for one another, you don't have to have like everything, the little, if you really, determined and committed, you can do great things.
Right.
Because we were selling biscuits, we were selling peanuts, we were selling candies, and we were able to pay his school fees. It was really great. When I look at that, it was really wonderful. And when we went this time, he was graduated, like he went further, and he got his master's.
So see how the God is.
And the other thing that made me like blessed out of all that, after all that kind of stuff, he was, when I went there, because we sacrificed and paid his school fees. And now when I went, he's paying 4 people in school, and one in a nursing school is graduating in December. So it was really it was really good. I was really blessed. This is the best time ever, and the family was there and all that kind of stuff.
Because what you did was that the seed you put in him.
That's right.
And you sow it.
That's right.
Like, grown.
That's
and then
right.
Now he himself is doing for other people.
That's right. He's able to help the other ones, and I'm believing that the one he's helping, they're going to be able to help others and all that. So that's what touches me, and it was really kind of blessing, and they were happy, and still they saw me kneeling, because after when we cut the cake, they told me to serve the government. And then the other thing I like also in Uganda is like if something going on, you come together with it doesn't matter, even the Ugandans, we were all together as family, like those one in the government, the LC5 and all that kind of stuff. They came and they were there, so they asked me to go and feed them. So when I went, because I know the culture, I knelt down, and they were surprised. I said,
but you didn't forget. Because I think, like when people from Africa, they see us here.
That's right.
But I think they feel that we will forget the vibe.
That's right. That's what.
Like, that's the vibe. You have it, you keep it.
That's right.
But you never forget it. Like when you went back to Uganda and then you did that. That's
right.
Awesome.
Yeah, because our parents did a great job, even though we are not in Sudan, they taught us cultures from Sudan. And when we're in Uganda also, we learn those cultures.
Right.
So, like for me, if I can go further, I can say that it really doesn't matter where you are.
No.
Respect is really like a universal language. For love and all that is like, it doesn't matter where you are.
Yes.
We still need that,
we need that. And then having to be able, you are from South Sudan, you went there. But the Ugandan welcome, this is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Because we are all one.
Right.
It don't matter if you are from here, from there, from there.
That's right.
And we are all made in that image. So whenever you go, because you value this, and there's people there, they value you, not the people who value.
That's
awesome. I'm going to Uganda. I'm going.
Next time we're going to it. And we're going to go to Ethiopia. We're going to go to Sudan and all that kind of stuff.
We'll have fun, really. And then what is your favorite favorite things too? You went just there. So what's your favorite thing you did in Africa? What do you like to do there when you go visit?
Mostly like the first time we went there, it was to see the family, and the other thing that touches my heart, you know, like how it is over there. It's not easy, you know. Yeah. They try their best, but still it's not really that easy.
Right.
So when before we went, like, you know, we gathered some clothes. Some of my friends, they gave me some of the clothes that were not fitting them. And my other sisters, and then also my own, and then the one for my children. So we were able to take these clothes, even though it's used clothes. It was kind of a blessing to see them happy, you know, to see them happy.
So
like,
when you go,
blessing.
then you give to whatever you have.
That's
because
right.
there, not forget about clothes, a pencil.
That's right.
People don't have that pencil.
That's right.
To write on.
That's right.
We take granted
That's
forward.
Right. That's
so
true.
it's a blessing to be able. You come to America, you work hard.
That's right.
And then you take what you have
That's
to
right.
give.
That's
right.
What
it's supposed
like
to
mostly
be.
the pens and the books, because there are some kids that were orphan. So I was like feeling like, you know, mostly giving them, you know, those kind of stuff like that, like, you know, to help, you know, with whatever that they can do. So yeah, but it's really a lot of need, you know. Like for me myself, even I was happy seeing them, but inside me, you know, I was like that, you know.
Suffering.
You know, it's kind of sad in another way, but I was just telling myself that it's time for everything. So I just do the best I can because, you know, I never have a plan always.
There's a lot of needs, like the basic needs in Africa.
That's right.
So what have you done since you come to? I know you work Mary, you work so hard. I don't even know when you sleep. I'm telling you, you have children, you have a family, you have a husband, you have a house, you have your mom with you, and you tell me what you have done. You went to. It's amazing, really.
Looking back, like I can't really take the credit myself. The only one that I can do is like to thank God for the strength that He has given me, and also it takes me back to really appreciate my parents, because that's the, you know, even though my daddy passed last year, but I was like, you know, when my daddy was here, some of the things I was not able to tell him, but after he passed, and then I look back now, it really gave me more energy to do whatever that I can do because of the value, even though he did not leave us like money or something like that, but the value that he left, you know, it was really like kind of he like, you know, when we were growing up, they taught us how to, if you wanted to do whatever you can do, you have to love God and all that. Put God first. Yeah, put God first and all that kind of stuff. And my mom always used to say, you need to listen to the Holy Spirit and let the Holy Spirit guide you and lead you and teach you and all that. So because of their teaching and all that kind of stuff, it made me who I am today. And then also looking back to how they raised us, you know, it's like it gave me like energy to do whatever that I can do, you know. And sometimes, like what you say, I ask myself, I don't know even how I'm doing it, but it's just by the grace of God that I'm able to do what I'm doing. And you went to
school? You went to school?
When I came here, you know, like I was having that energy because of the life back home and what we started doing with my our brother and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I was like ready, like I was feeling like, because I'm in America paid in an hour, I was ready to work and do anything. I was ready to work hard, you know, and do all that I can do to make sure I get money that I can support the people. I didn't care about me much, but I'm like, I want to help the people that are back home because I know that they really need a lot. They don't have mostly school fees and all that. That was my target and all of that. So when I came, I started also, you know, helping some of the people in school. But when I started with the bills and here and all that kind of stuff, it was not what I was thinking it was going to be. So I started getting like kind of depressed. I'm like, this is, I don't even know, the money I'm working is not kind of enough. So the only thing I started like, you know, going back to really find, you know, what I can do. What is that really that I want to do? If I want to go to school, what can I do that can really help me here and I can be able to help other people and all that kind of stuff. So after looking deep inside me and then with the teaching that my parents already put inside of me, you know, and all that kind kind of stuff. And then also one of the things that I really love is that, you know, they say treat others the same way you wish to be treated.
Definitely.
So because of that, really, I was kind of having a lot of, you know, it was easy for me to ask for information or for help to find ways of how I can, you know, start to go to school and all that kind of stuff. So from there, I just felt in my heart that, you know, I just wanted to go for nursing school, you know. So I'm really glad, because those are one of the values. When I was growing up, my mom used to tell me, you need to help those parents who are having kids. So I used to babysit when I was little, and then also helping the elderly. So helping people was like part of me, you know. It already got into my, you know, my spirit. And then not only telling us by just saying it, they were showing us, they were raising people that are not even related to us. So it was like, you know, I was already having that. They told us to be generous and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I carry with me, that, you know, it helped me through the education and all that. So now I'm really happy that, you know, I'm working as a nurse.
You're working
and
as
then
a nurse.
secondly, I'm also helping like 3 parents, like babysitting, you know. So I'm still like back to my childhood kind of, you know. Which is a blessing. I really love it.
Because that's why you don't feel like you are doing a lot, because you're doing what you love to do, which is
exactly right.
You're working as a nurse, and you went to school
That's
when you
right.
have already children, right?
Yeah, when I went to school, I already had children.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that I want to encourage everybody that will get a chance to listen to this video. That it doesn't matter. Don't look at what you don't have, you know. Just listen to your heart and see what you really love to do. And it can be possible. It doesn't matter how hard it is. Because when I went to school for the nursing, I was 5 months pregnant. So I was able to, you know, by the time that I graduated, I was able to, then like 2 months later, I had the baby. So it's a blessing.
Everything is possible.
Everything is possible.
Yes.
We just have to be determined. And we have to listen to our heart and do what you really love. Because if you just watch what other people are doing, then you will not be successful. Because somebody's success is not yours. And the other thing that blesses me a lot is me working as a nurse at Vanderbilt. You know, it's a big hospital. It's very hard to get in there.
Into Vanderbilt.
Recently. So I used to work there as a caregiver. Before.
Now you're working as a nurse.
That's right. And then also listening to the patient, telling you. That's one thing also encouraged me to become a nurse, because what I was doing to them, like as a caregiver, and they were appreciating and all that kind of stuff. So it started giving me more of, you know, like passion to, like, you know, I feel like I'm making a difference in somebody's life, and it encouraged me to go further, which also I'm still, I want to go further still. I do more.
Because I've been to your, like, I see when you talk about your parent value, I have seen them do.
That's right.
I have seen them pray. I have seen them, they are there. I have seen your mom where that she is sick or something, and she's still happy. Never questioning God. You know, that kind of faith that I believe it goes from generation. So it goes to you, to your children. That's why you are kind to other people, because people were, you know, you had that value in store. That is the most important thing. As a parent now, we also have to show our kids. So when they get older, they will remember, you know, but you know, we think they will not remember, they will remember.
They do. Yes. They do. Like now, one of the things that touches my heart, you know, like after when Daddy passed, my mom went through a lot of medical situation. You already know, you know, it was not easy and all that. But like what you say, if you know God is different from how you handle situation and all that kind of stuff. So after going through all that, she was taken to one of the nursing homes. It was really hard, because that's not how we are brought up back home. You have to take care of your elderly, you know. So it was kind of a hard decision for us to do that, but medically the doctor said we can't bring her home, so we have to really try to take her, you know, for the 2 weeks for the for rehab. But when she got there, everything was not what we expected, you know. So it was really hard, you know, and she was getting more down, and she was like we were there just for 5 minutes. She said, take me home, take me home. And you know, after she said that, I felt in my heart that I'm trying to do my best, because she knew that home is different from being there and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of things happened. Only 5 days, she started having some wounds and all that kind of stuff. But some medical issues happened. They have to be rushed to the hospital. So after that, I said, no, I'm taking mom home. And they said, you can't do that. I said, I can't. So after when I took her home, everything, you know, she was happy, and everything really, she healed really fast. You know, everything changed, and she's happy being home, and you know, happy being helped at home and all that. And then because of the value that she put in us and the love that she raised us in, I feel like energy. I feel like I can't leave her without me taking care of her. Like what he said, is our responsibility to take care of them. And then, like, you know, when my kids see me always doing that, they're like, Mommy, when you grow old, we're also going to help you.
That's it. That's it. Because in Africa, that is what it is. Even when we grow up, we had our aunts too. Like you don't have many, but you have the love of people.
That's right.
You know, and then when you grow up seeing that, that's what you do. Like even you don't even think of it as like you're doing something.
That's right.
But that is a value that is that's really like great in Africa. Even you come here, you work, and you send money to the people. Whatever you can, because that's it's a blessing. It's not even your. Sometimes it's not even your brother, your sister, like your cousin, your brother.
You just reminded me. You just reminded me, like this week. Yeah, it was this week. Some people call me, they say that they wanted to go for, you know, like to the doctor, and different reasons. They call me for different reasons. So it's true, you know. Yeah, they're not even, like, some of them, they're not related, but because of the relationship that we have with each other, we become like kind of family and all that kind of stuff.
It's amazing. Really, we know the value. We still, and then to have it still, because I see, you know, some people they have it, some people they won't have it.
That's right.
So it is amazing. You still have that.
That's right.
And so, what is the American value that you now, since you've been here, what, 15, 20 years? Is it?
Almost like next year, March, I'll be 14.
14 years. 14 okay, almost years. Right, 14. So what is American value? Since we live here, we take the value too, you know, we give ours, and then we also receive from their value. What value do you appreciate? The American value that since we live here is our home now.
That's right. Yes. That's right. That's why we have to do our best to also make our contribution to help and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So some of the really like some of the opportunity that I have here that I really appreciate, some of the value is that, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are. You still have a chance to go to school. And then also not only that, even if you're educated or not educated, you can still be successful. There's so many opportunities. You know, there's so many opportunities. Some of my friends from here, I always tell them that this is a country, like when they start complaining, I'll tell them this is a country of opportunity. So we have all that we need. But it's not going to be easy. We have to work for it. You know, we have to work for it and do our best to make sure you listen, like what we said earlier, you have to listen to your heart. You know, you have to listen to your heart and really find out what you really love to do or what you want to do. Because if you have that alone and the commitment, anything can be possible.
I mean, that is the best advice ever. This is like when people, you know, when people sometimes, when we were back home, we were told, oh, America, you have everything, you give you cars, you give what? That's not true.
It's not. It's not.
I remember the first time we came, they put us in an apartment, in the house, there is no furniture, there is nothing. I think the cockroach, but they're going under. So my father said, no. My family cannot stay in this house. We have to go, you have to take us to the apartment. Because people have that misconception that this country is like where you're going to get a car, you're going to get what you're going to get, I know, is that hard work.
That's right.
And if you add it, you go to school, there's nothing impossible.
That's right.
Whatever age you can go to school, you can open your business, you can do work and have job and have your own place. So this is like really a very great country.
It's a great country, and it's a, you know, it's a big opportunity. Like, it's really a lot of opportunities. Even though it's hard, which we have to earn it, you have to work hard for it, and all that kind of stuff, but still it's better. You know, it's still better compared to some of the countries, because if you don't have money, and then also the medical help that people get here, you know, it's really I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I'm blessed to be here, and that's why I try to do my best. So that I can be a blessing. I want to be blessed so that I can also be a blessing to those who need it.
And I know the last, we're almost done. So I know faith is very important to you. So how do you use your faith? I know that I've seen you do it. So what do you like to encourage people? Faith is an important part. Also, to do whatever you want to do. You can't do, you have to have that understanding. The fear of God is all right.
That's right.
Right.
Like what you said, like for me personally,
yes.
If I start talking about
God,
how good God is, we will not even end. Because I've seen how He has done it, And I just wanted to encourage anybody that doesn't know, doesn't have that relationship with God, it's the right thing to do, Check your heart. I know the only thing I can say, I don't want to go in other details, but there are 5 questions that one of somebody on YouTube that I listen, and I value those questions, and also those questions help me, to make like what I do. It help me in what I do. Like mostly they say you have to know who you are, and then you have to know where you're coming from, and then third, you have to know why are you here, why are you here, and then you have to know that while you are here, what kind of problem can you solve while you are here? And then you have to know that in all what you're doing, where are you going to go after this life? Because no matter what you do, like the way we always say, we can try to do the best we can do.
Right.
But this is not our, the Bible tells us that we are strangers.
Yeah.
So, we don't belong here. We just, we are passing by. Yeah. So we have to be careful what we do.
Yes.
And if we have those kind of values and those kind of questions in us, what you do, you have to be careful because you know that everything is not ending here.
Right.
And the moment that you live here, you're going to stand before somebody, which is like,
so,
like for judgment and all that. So whatever that we do here, even the things that you do in secret, that's one of the things also. It take me back to my parents. When I was like growing up, he was telling us that everything that you do, you have to do it like somebody's watching you. Because they say, don't be afraid of us as your parents, but be afraid of God, who is watching you 24/7. He's not even sleeping. And there's nothing that you can do there. Me as a parent or my dad or my mom, I will not see you, but God is always watching you. So be careful what you do. And then when you have that kind of heart, the way you treat people is different.
Because you're always thinking of that. That is the best. I think that is the best answer.
So, that's the only thing I can.
Yes, I know that's really it's important. That is the value, like, it's what you also put, like what you do, it matters. Even today in our church, they were talking about serving like Jesus. If he washed his feet for someone, for his disciples, what we cannot do for others. So we have to always thinking, not only me, but others too. We have to serve. We have to question. Ultimately, we have to be.
And then also they say God is love. And then to me, love is action. It's not just like this hugging and these kisses that we get, whether we and all that kind of stuff. So love is action. So we need to, we need to be careful what we do. And then also the other thing that we cannot forget is that, what we do, it determines, you cannot hurt somebody and expect to move on. You have to do it with the right heart, and you have to know your motive while you're doing something. Because if you know, you're going to be careful how you do it, and you're going to do it like doing it to yourself, which you take me back also to my parents that treat others the same way in which to be treated. So
it's just having unity, whatever it's like for all Africans to unite, to see, like for all human beings to see, to see us as one. That's what we call it. What do we call it? The rooted, I don't know, what's the name of the rooted, the Africa rooted in the people. Africa's rooted in the people. The root of Africa, whatever, one of them.
And I'm grateful for all what you are doing. It's a blessing. You always have been my sister, my role model, my everything. I'm really proud of all what you're doing. Even the program you started is really a good thing. So that those who doesn't, like things like maybe people just get easy life, they can also laugh from and all that kind of stuff.
No, we're gonna do other cooking. You're gonna come again. We're gonna come to your house, to my house, really, I wanted to have this platform where we can share each other. And I thank you, Mary, today. I truly appreciate you are like a walk with God. You do things with His grace, with His Spirit. When I see you, I see Him. You know, that is the truth. And you treat people like, you know, like equally. You don't say, oh, this person's from here, this person, let me do. You treat Americans, whoever, Africans, the same. And that is the image that everybody should do. You know, we should treat everyone equally. Then that, you know, then we are here temporarily.
That's
you know,
right.
so if we do that, then God will be pleased. Yes. So thank you so much. This is Martha and Mary.